order. The federal parliament will come to order. The sitting is hereby resumed. On the agenda for the sitting, in a few minutes we will be delivering the results of the speaker elections for July for the 14th session of the federal parliament. In the meantime, the chair will hear motions and any points of inquiry. The results are about to get released. You can look in Parliament floor. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me now. We did come to order at 5:30. The results have just been released for the first round of the July 2026 speaker elections. They will now be read now. In first place, with 66.7% of the vote, receiving 6 votes, Connor Hetner. In second place, with 33.3% of the vote, receiving 3 votes, Am Martin. 9 out of the 10 members of the federal parliament voted in this election. Therefore, in accordance with Section 8E4 of the Federal Parliamentary Election Procedure Act, Connor Hetner has been duly elected Speaker of the Federal Parliament of the Socialist Republic of Cotter, Menaceland for the 14th session. Now, I congratulate my opponent, and I thank you all who voted for me in this election. It is an honor to be able to serve as your speaker again, serve another term, another parliament. I hope we can get things done efficiently this time. I hope we can get my ultimate goal for this parliament is to get as many pieces of legislation through possible to beat past records, and I think we really can get things done. With that, I will now name my deputy speakers, whom I will verbally announce right now. Starting, I would like to name my first Deputy Speaker, Ann Martin, my second Deputy Speaker, Max Pike, my third Deputy Speaker, August Harms. I hope that they will be great deputies. I know they can do great work as deputies, and I hope they will deputize well. And I congratulate them for their appointments as well. With that, we will continue with real business in this city now. We have received a communication from the Office of the President, which will be forwarded to the floor at this time. This communication is Presidential Decree 12-2026, nominating a Prime Minister to the Federal Parliament. At this time, I would like to recognize, in accordance with constitutional provisions, the President of the Socialist Republic of Cotter, Menaceland, Mr. Tobey Wyles, to read the decree on his nomination.
Thank you for inviting me to the floor. I'll just bring the decree up now, so I can read it correctly. Okay. By the authority vested in me as the President of the Socialist Republic of Cotter and and pursuant to Article 81, Paragraph 1 of the Constitution of the Socialist Republic of Cotter and the following is hereby decreed. Pursuant to Article 81, Paragraph 1 of the Constitution of the Socialist Republic of Cotter and I, Tobey Wyles, nominate Connor Hetner for Prime Minister of the Socialist Republic of Cotter and to the Federal Parliament of the Socialist Republic of Cotter and for appointment and the formation of a government. This decree shall enter into force immediately and be published on the official communication channels. Given under my hand and seal this 9th day of July in the year 2026 in the Federal District of Czechia. Signed by myself as President Tobey Wyles, President of the Socialist Republic of Cotter and Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Having heard the decree been read and the nomination given, the floor is hereby open for discussion on Presidential Decree 12-2026 on the nomination of Connor Hetner for Prime Minister of the Socialist Republic of Cotter and Any and all members wishing to speak now may raise their hand to be recognized. Seeing that no members wish to speak on the nominations, the chair hereby recognizes the member for the Revolutionary Party, Mr. Pike.
Mr. Speaker, I just wanted to say that I fully support this nomination of the Speaker, Mr. Connor Hetner, as Prime Minister, and I will support this nomination. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pike, for that comment. Are there any further members wishing to speak? Seeing none, the chair will entertain a motion to move the previous question or enter voting procedures on the nomination. Accepting the nomination in Presidential Decree 12-2026. Do any members wish to move the previous question or to enter voting procedures? No.
I motion to enter voting procedures.
The member for the United Left of Cotter Menaceland moves that voting procedures on Presidential Decree 12 be endured. There is a sufficient second. With that so ordered, the motion will be put up to vote. Will be put up to vote for the 24-hour voting period in accordance with the precedent established by this chamber via electronic voting to allow for a sufficient quorum and number of citizens to vote on the nomination. At this time, the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn the first sitting of the 14th session of the federal parliament with subject to the call of the chair. The chair recognizes the member for the Revolutionary Party, Mr. Pike.
Motion to adjourn.
The motion's been heard. Is there sufficient second? There's a sufficient second. The chair now asks, all those in favor of the motion to adjourn this first sitting of the 14th session of the federal parliament state aye. You may do so verbally or via text. All those opposed will state nay. The chair also casts his vote with the ayes. The vote distribution is as follows for this motion: 5 favorable, 0 against, and 1 member abstaining. Seeing that this motion has received the requisite majority, it hereby passes, and the first sitting of the 14th session of the federal parliament does now lay adjourned. Thank you all. We will reconvene at a time subject to the call of the chair.